yo, if you have a verbal agreement with someone, can you be held like legally liable to still pay that person's tuition? I'm like, hell no. She's like, well, legally, yes.
No, I said legally, maybe. Because if there's a meeting of the minds and the verbal agreement says, if you make it to medical school, I will pay your entire tuition. For example, if you win the lottery, I will give you half. And then you win and I don't give you half. What happens? I think people go to court and people actually win.
Like I tell people on Instagram all the time, if you listen to Docs Outside the Box, I'll give you $20.
Now everybody gonna go and take you to Judge Judy.
Shut up!
I'm Dr. Nee.
Dr. Renee.
Yeah, we are live in After Dark. Kids are asleep, and we want to talk about some stuff.
Yeah, we want to talk about some of the ish on our feed.
Who's watching us? Who's watching us? How do we know who's watching us?
I don't know. Let's just do the live, and then if nobody watching,
somebody on Facebook is watching us.
It's probably me signed in. Well, it's okay.
Or it's your mom.
My mom on Facebook.
All right. So what are we talking about?
So we're going to talk about some things that, we've seen on our feed. There's a lot going on out there in the world. Some things that are real heavy. Some things that are really light.
Let's keep it light.
You want to keep it light.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to share my screen and see what comes up for us.
Don't share all your tabs.
So what happened?
I said, don't share all your tabs.
All my tabs going to be showing on Instagram. I mean, basically on Instagram.
Recently, when I received an email from the college regarding the upcoming semester fees, I responded, but they should direct any further inquiries to Cindy. Right. Cindy called me screaming and crying and accusing me of being cruel and heartless for cutting her off. She says that her family couldn't afford the tuition and that she would have to take out a loan. I told her she is not my concern anymore, and I blocked her. This decision has caused a rift among my friends and family. While most of them support my decision, some have criticized me for not honoring my previous promise to Cindy. Even my own mother's urging me to reconsider, citing my past promise and the fact that paying for Cindy's education wouldn't be a financial issue for me. Truthfully, I have the means to pay for Cindy's entire medical school education without difficulty, but I can't shake the feeling of betrayal caused by Claire's cheating and Cindy's complicity. But I feel conflicted. So am I the asshole? Nope. Am I the asshole?
So?
Well, you have to stop sharing.
Well, so is he the a-hole? No, they can see us. Is he the a-hole?
Oh, they can still see us?
Yeah.
Hell no, he's not the asshole.
Why not?
I definitely wouldn't pay for her.
You wouldn't pay?
No, so let me just make sure I'm correct. Cindy is his ex-wife.
Yes.
Claire is the sister. And Claire is the one that he's supposed to be paying tuition to, right?
Yeah. Tuition for, yeah.
Absolutely not, yo. I'm sorry. But if she is complicit and not saying anything, that bank of Darko would be closed. Hell to the no.
So you wouldn't pay for my sister?
Absolutely no. If she was complicit in letting you cheat, no, absolutely not. Nope.
So
I guess you're going to have to go to the bank and get your own loan because you ain't getting it from me.
So what was she supposed to do? What was she supposed to do?
So, okay. So here's the thing, right? Like the way how I look at it is once you marry someone, you become family, right? And in family, you're not supposed to have like favorites, right?
Okay.
So you chose your favorite by deciding to side with your sister.
Okay.
And that inevitably caused the destruction of our relationship. This relationship is done. So we don't have any type of, now that we're done and we're not married anymore, there is no like, what's the word?
Loyalty?
Well, it's not even loyalty anymore. Now it's, are you going to keep your word in terms of providing education to her, or providing a financial means for her? That's gone, right?
Okay.
So I would say, no, I don't owe you anything.
Okay.
I would have preferred if you helped me maintain my relationship with, my wife at the point. But
no, but that's what I'm asking. What do you think that she should have done? Because if she had divulged that information, right, then potentially that might have ruined the relationship that she has with her sister.
Yeah, I got it. But because she didn't say anything, it made the...
Well, we don't know that she didn't say anything to her sister. We don't know that she didn't say anything to her sister. I mean, she could have said something to her
what does
sister.
complicit mean? Did he talk about what she did, the sister did?
I forget.
Because that's the key. Like,
if she was helping arrange the secret rendezvous.
How complicit is complicit?
Well,
either way, no.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that I don't agree with you.
No for
I
me.
agree with you. I do agree with you.
I know, but I know your questions will kind of help to possibly sow seeds of doubt. But there ain't no doubt for me. Once we got the deed, the divorce, we done.
That was it.
That was it.
That's it.
Here's your FAFSA.
Right. So what's her name? Cindy? Cindy, I think is the sister's name. So Cindy gonna have to pay for herself.
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. What are your thoughts?
No, I mean, I agree with you. I think that once that relationship is done, it's done. The only question is there a legal obligation because you already said that you were going to pay for it?
How can there be a legal, how can you put someone on there's no contract, right?
No, that's a verbal agreement.
So
that's a verbal agreement.
I understand that.
I get into
I
medical
understand
school,
that.
you will pay
I understand that. Can that be legally backed? Can you take someone to court for that?
Well, I mean, you could take anybody to court for anything, but that actually might be legally binding.
Really? So if you promise to get something for somebody verbally, they can take you to court because you didn't get it for them? And they would win?
Possibly.
Based off of what?
Based on the fact that there was a meeting of the minds, right? There was a meeting of the minds about something. If I get into medical school, you agree to pay for that, right? I mean, it's like any other service, right? Like if I decide to be your wedding planner, you will pay me for that.
Yeah, but usually you're signing something, you're putting a deposit down.
Not always,
and
though.
So forth. But has somebody ever won that argument?
A verbal agreement?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Where have you
in the absence? Well, you know what I was about to say.
That's what I'm about to ask because
you know what I'm about.
You go to Judge Judy all the time.
That's right, so Judge Judy.
Shut up.
I want to know is
that's
that the
right.
case?
No, but if there is a meeting of the minds absent of a written contract, if there is a meeting of the minds, it is very possible that is legally binding.
So on Judge Judy, has that occurred?
Yes, absolutely. That happens all the time.
Give me an example real quick, if you can think of one.
That it happens that's most of her problems on the show. Yes, that is most of the cases on the show. Most of the cases on the show come about because people do not write written agreements. They don't have written agreements.
So then let me ask you this question. So then if a guy proposes to a woman and
that's a different story.
He gives her an engagement
ring. That's a different story.
Isn't the engagement ring on the premise that you are going to move forward with marriage?
Yes.
Okay. So then if the marriage doesn't go forth,
correct.
Right? If the marriage...
Then she has to give the ring back.
So she has to give the ring back, right? But I thought like it's a gift.
No. It's a conditional gift, right? It's a conditional gift because it's based on the premise that it will lead to a marriage, right? So for example, let's say they do get married, right? Let's say they do get married. It is possible that if the woman decides like, listen, I want to divorce you the following week, that she could keep that ring because she went through with the marriage, technically. Right. It's possible. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I can't say. I'm just saying that it is very possible that there could be some sort of...
So there's no room for reneging? I don't understand that part. You can't just say, I just don't want to pay anymore.
No, you can't do that. You have to have yet another meeting of the minds, or you now have to have something written. For example, if you have something written, right? If you have something written, once you have a written agreement...
I shouldn't let you watch Judge Judy always.
Once you have a written agreement, according to Judge Judy, I'm not a lawyer, nobody come after me. But once you have a written agreement, you cannot go back and change that agreement verbally. You have to write something down. Something has to be written to prove that there was a meeting of the minds outside of the original written agreement. But if you do not have a written agreement, if it's just verbal, then yes, you can change the terms of that agreement.
What if it's not agreed upon? So what if someone says, hey, listen, like I ain't got the money anymore. Maybe I'll just pay like half a semester.
No, but there was a meeting of the minds originally.
And the person says, the person who's supposed to be getting that money says, yeah, no, I need the full amount.
Right.
And then the other person's like, I can't pay. So what happens then? This is all verbal.
Okay.
Yeah, stay close to the microphone.
Okay, hold on one second. Hold on. I don't even know if this is live. Hold on.
Are we not live, guys?
We might not be.
Yeah, everybody on Instagram, you missed out on so much good conversation, man. Oh my goodness. Damn. You missed out. Should we go back?
Hey, Dr. Russell Ade from New Orleans.
Hey, Dr. Russell, yo, thank you for those sweaters, yo. We rocked those sweaters on a live, and then we wore it to the SNMA conference.
Yes, we did. Why, yes, we did.
They were
baby. Is that how they say in New Orleans?
I'm not gonna try to say anything that's gonna make me sound crazy. But them sweaters was dope. Thank you. Thank you. Yo, let's start all over again real quick. Guys, I know on YouTube you saw us.
I don't know if I get my YouTube.
You saw us talking about it, but hold on real quick. On Instagram, we're gonna replay this.
Okay.
And then if you seeing us on Instagram, so they're not seeing what we're seeing?
Wait, they're gonna see it in a second. Hold on. You got to wait. All right. They're going to see it in a second.
So for refusing to pay for my ex-wife's sister's college. I, 30 male, was married to my ex-wife Claire, 28 female, for 4 years until I found out she had been cheating on me with an ex-boyfriend. During the divorce proceedings, I learned that Claire's younger sister, Cindy, 20-year-old female, had known about the affair but chose to keep quiet about it and helped Claire hide the affair from me and her family. Before all of this, I had promised to pay for Cindy's medical school cost as myself and my family are wealthy, and despite the divorce, I decided I was going to pay for her education, as at the time I felt I didn't need to punish Cindy for what her sister did. However, once I found out that Cindy was complicit in hiding Claire's infidelity, I felt betrayed and decided to revoke my offer. I told Cindy 8 months back that she would have to look for a loan I had already paid for 1 semester. Recently, when I received an email from the college regarding the upcoming semester fees, I responded that they should direct any further inquiries to Cindy. Cindy called me screaming and crying and accusing me of being cruel and heartless for cutting her off. She says that her family couldn't afford the tuition and that she would have to take out a loan. I told her she is not my concern anymore, and I blocked her. This decision has caused a rift among my friends and family. While most of them support my decision, some have criticized me for not honoring my previous promise to Cindy. Even my own mother is urging me to reconsider, citing my past promise and the fact that paying for Cindy's education wouldn't be a financial issue for me. Truthfully, I have the means to pay for Cindy's entire medical school education without difficulty, but I can't shake the feeling of betrayal caused by Claire's cheating and Cindy's complicity. But I feel conflicted, so am I the asshole?
Nope. Okay, she's like, nope. So, what say you, Dr. Nee? What say you?
Of course, he's not the asshole.
He's not
an asshole. I wouldn't pay. So I'm glad that you replayed it, because the first time I heard it, I thought that she just kind of knew about it. But it's saying that she was complicit in helping hide the infidelity. So absolutely not. I ain't paying for jack. I ain't paying for nothing. Nary nothing. She ain't getting nothing. Nada.
So
I don't know why you would even offer that in the first place. First of all, he a cornball anyway. So
I mean, probably because it was his wife's sister, and he felt like that was his sister, and he would do that for his family.
Well, you shouldn't pay for someone like entire education, because they got to have skin in the game anyway. So I wouldn't do that anyway. But anyhow, now that the relationship is over and they are divorced, dude, just run. Turn the other way. Ain't paying nothing.
So
no,
hold on.
He's not the asshole for thinking that. I wouldn't pay nothing.
So I don't disagree with you. But what
she was a part of it. She was a part of the whole scheme and the secrets and lies, and she probably helped usher in some things. No, not paying nothing.
I don't disagree with you. However, the only thing I would like to know is, yo, Cindy, what school you go to? Because we need to have you on the show.
Cindy not in school. That's why. Cindy's not in school. Right? You need to fill out a FAFSA.
I want to know.
She need to get a FAFSA. You need to get a signature student loan.
You need to be beholden.
You should have said something. Because that's what I would have been. I'm like, yo, this dude is paying for my student or for my education. I can't do dude. I can't do dude like that.
I understand that, but would that have ruined the relationship between her and her sister?
It's possible. But she's got a relationship with her brother-in-law.
I mean, I understand that, but at this point, the relationship with her brother-in-law seems like it's only financial.
Well, at this point now, yeah, but she made it that way, right?
Right.
By choosing, she chose basically to hide infidelity. In essence, she's choosing her blood sister over her in-law brother, right?
Right.
When in essence, they should all be considered family. Right?
Okay.
What's right is right. What's wrong is wrong.
Okay. So would you ever out in a family member to an in-law?
Yes.
You would.
For me, what's right is right.
Really?
Once they become part of my family, that's
really?
it.
Really?
Yeah. Especially if someone's paying my financial aid. Let's go. Shoot. Yo, listen. Sis,
yo, let me come talk to you right
sis, quick. I know you saved me from the from the bully when I was 12, but listen, old dude, he gonna pay my student. Come on now, nah.
Yo, would y'all out would y'all out your own sibling to an in-law? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. But when we actually went live, what we came in talking about was, is there potentially a legal standing for Cindy to now come back and be like, nah, dude, you owe me tuition because you said you were going to pay. And listening to it again, especially because he already paid the first semester.
Well, listen,
which means he started working in on that agreement.
You watch Judge Judy, and I don't know if that's
a lot.
Can you even bring that in? Like, is that really like real law? Is that real law?
Of course it's real law.
I don't know if I would rely on that.
It's legally binding.
But they agree to whatever she says, right?
They do agree to whatever she says. So it's almost
like, is this like a kangaroo court? And they just like,
well, no, her cases are supposed to be real. So they take them from the dockets of like different like small claims courts, and stuff. So most of the cases are real. Every now and then she's kind of like, yeah, I don't believe this case.
So the question I have for her is, if this, because she basically, Renee's talking like, yo, if you have a verbal agreement with someone, can you be held like legally liable to still pay that person's tuition? I'm like, hell no. She's like, well, legally, yes.
No, I said legally, maybe.
I don't know.
I said legally, maybe.
I don't know.
Because if there's a meeting of the minds and you have a verbal agreement, and the verbal agreement says, if you make it to medical school, I will pay your entire tuition. That's like, for example, if you win the lottery, I will give you half. And then you win and I don't give you half. What happens?
I don't know.
I think people go to court and people actually win. Because there's a verbal agreement.
I don't feel like doing the research on that. If someone has seen that, just put it in the show notes or something like that. Is there a way we could see notes and stuff? Or
yeah, we can see some notes. Yeah.
I don't know, but I don't know about any of that stuff. All I know is that I verbally say stuff to people all the time.
I do
not expect them to come back. Like I tell people on Instagram all the time, if you listen to Docs Outside the Box, I'll give you $20, right?
No, but you're not there's no one person that you're saying that to.
Huh?
There's no one person that you're saying that to. Now everybody gonna go and take you to Judge Judy.
Shut up.
Judy Justice now, which I don't watch. I like Judge Judy.
I'm interested in what people think about this, because I don't think this is hard at all. I think that once you get a divorce, and also you throw on first of all, once you get a divorce, that's it. You're not like the whole thing about family and the obligations with family, that kind of goes out the window, right?
Yeah, we know you.
And then the other thing that is like, well, she was complicit in this. It's like now you add on like the oil.
Okay, let's say she came to you. Let's say she came to you.
Actually, hold on. Why don't you give your opinion without?
I said I agree with you.
So you wouldn't pay?
I wouldn't pay.
Okay,
absolutely. But let's say she came to you. And she was like, "Yo, Renee creeping on you, yo." What would you do?
Then
would you pay?
Yeah, I'd be like, yo, if it turns out to be true, it's almost like, like the tip line, right? Like, yeah, like this is contingent on if the tip is correct. And if I find out that she, shaking and moving behind my back, then yes. Sis, I got you. Thank you so much. All these different things. You saved me all this heartache. What's 200? How much is it? It would have been like, he's wealthy.
Yeah, so he's wealthy. So it's like a drop in the bucket.
It probably would have been 250, stacks. He got it. Boom. Move on. Maybe. Okay. Actually, to be honest with you, if I got a divorce and she gave me that information, maybe I'd say, look, I'll just pay your first 2 semesters.
That's messed up, Nick. That's messed up. Now you wrong. You wrong for that. No. You wrong for that. But anyway, so that was the first thing on our feed. Okay. You wrong for that, but whatever.
What's going on, everyone? It's your boy, Dr. Nee. Listen, this episode doesn't just stop right here. We split it up. So make sure you check out the next episode so you can hear exactly how this conversation, how this idea, how this episode finishes up. According to the algorithms, y'all like shorter episodes, and that's what we're giving to y'all right now. So make sure you check out the next episode to hear the rest of this conversation. Catch you on the next one, y'all. Peace.